Imagine it's the first day of school in August. Your new students walk in, and what they're really hoping is that your class is easy, most likely, right? And you know that many of them want to make learning frictionless, right? We know that good learning happens through productive struggle. And you want to combat the AI glaze. You want students to actually learn in your class. That's the most important thing. It's as if what they want is like a GPS where they can just know exactly what to do, and then they just drive where they need to go. It's almost even like black ice. It's dangerous to just go on black ice in the winter because you're just going to crash because it's frictionless, but you don't ever get anywhere that you want to go. But now imagine on that first day that before you say a word, you hit the play button. And what comes up on the screen isn't you talking, but it's your students from last year talking. So in today's episode, what I want to do is I want to talk about an amazing idea that will help set you up for next year, but you've got to act on it today. Welcome back to the Reach Every Student podcast with me, your host, John Bourbon. You might notice my voice is gravelly. I've been under the weather. I'm actually at home. I'm wearing my Lord of the Rings shirt. I'm at home. I've been sick a couple of days. I'm finally starting to feel better. I thought I'll quick record this for you guys. And so here's the big idea. I've done this for years and really has been very helpful, but I want to make a twist this year. Is at about this time of the year, it's approaching April. It is April. April, May, I get my cell phone out and I just get it in front of this year's students and I ask them questions. And the question I typically ask them is, what are some recommendations that you have for next year's students? I don't know if your kids are like me, but they're not likely to listen to me as much as they're likely to listen to their peers. And so if I can get next year's students listening to this year's students who may still be walking the hallways. I teach some seniors too, so some who may have gone off to college or whatever pursuits they've gone on, graduated kids, and they hear those students in that little video. It makes all the difference. So you don't actually have to make the video, but you have to shoot the video, right? And so what I typically do is I just create a folder on my Google Drive and I put all the folders. I call it advice from next year's students. But as I've been thinking about the whole AI world, and my analog reset, one thing I want to ask the students, how do you like the new system? Because we started out with too much screen time, let's say it, like I said in the last podcast. And now I want them to reflect on the less access to tech in the classroom and see what they think about that. But ultimately, the idea is to get them advice that they could give to next year's students. A couple of tactical things too, as you're thinking about this, is I would encourage you to make sure you don't just ask your top students, okay? The best advice come from the students who struggled in your class. Because let's be honest, our students know which students struggle. And you're probably not trying to reach your top students with this video as much as you're trying to reach your struggling students next year so that they can be successful in the coming year. And so this takes some planning. And this is just a quick idea that I know will pay you huge dividends if you simply get your cell phone, point it at a few kids, ask permission, whatever, and say, hey, can you give advice to next year's students? And then maybe ask a follow-up question. What about this particular type of teaching strategy, whatever you're using, doesn't have to be the Mastery Flip model that I'm using, is most helpful. So be more specific than just give advice to students. Because usually what I have is students will just say, do your work, which is good, by the way. But I want them to go deeper. And then you just compile the best sort of snippets that you have. And boom, bada bing, you've got your answer. Now, as a note, I've been playing around this with AI, with Gemini in particular. I've uploaded or linked to Gemini has this feature where what you can do is you can link your Google Drive folder to Gemini. And I say, go look at these videos it then like transcribes them. And I say, find the best snippets from these conversations. It'll say in video 1, actually I'll title it. I'll say, Joe, name of student, random, whatever. I'll say, call it Joe. And then I'll say, look through this folder and then watch all the videos. And it'll say, Joe says this at 1 minute and 32 seconds. And then it's easier for me to find the clips that you make. It's really, really powerful. So it's going to help your sort of editing flow. You'll have to have some editing skills. I use Premiere Pro, but maybe you've got, iMovie, or there's lots of different tools that can stitch together short little videos. Even like iMovie on your iPhone will do this, but it'd be nice if you had them uploaded to your computer, and then it would be so much easier on a computer, I find, to make this. But anyways, the thing that you're going to find when students do this, when you do this with your students for next year's students, is you're just going to get faster, immediate buy-in from your students on trying to get them to the class norms that you have established over the course of this current school year. So one quick idea. I hope this helps you. Yeah. Let's now go out and let's reach every student. Let's now not just think about reaching our current students. Let's reach next year's students this year. John Rickman out.